You're listening to the best of the Morning X. We had to call it something. 99X.
99X. Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Hey, Malcolm.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Doing good. Welcome to the show. You've got a lot going on, I know, in your world.
Yeah, man. Anything to keep out of trouble, I say.
You're one of the child stars that didn't go bad, didn't go off down the drain. Former child stars.
He doesn't know whether to take that as a compliment.
No, that's a compliment.
Yeah. You hear me trying to figure that out, right?
Yeah.
That's completely a compliment. You've done very well for yourself.
Cool. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Did your voice change on the show?
No, I started out the show with this baritone.
Did you?
No. When we started the show, I was about 13, so I kind of definitely went through that squeaky voice period.
Were you like real self-conscious of it?
No, you know what? I'm a Leo, and I was, I've been in the business for a long time, so I always thought I was cool.
Right.
And that's the hard part when you watching these Cosby Show episodes, because I remember how cool I thought I was. And I look at it now and say, wow, I was goofy.
What was the name of the to jump to your other show after that? What was the name of the bar that you guys lived above?
It was initially called Kelly's.
Because that's a real bar in Kansas City.
Yes, exactly.
Malcolm and Eddie.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was. Yeah, they had actually been to Kelly's, and Eddie and Joel Madison, who was the original writer and creator of the show, they were both from Kansas City.
Oh, that's too funny, because I lived a block from Kelly's, and when I saw that, and it took place in the top of Kelly's, have you been to that place?
No, I have not.
Hardcore, just, they go crazy, and they're grandfathered in one of these bars that can stay open all night. And it was a real hardcore bar where people just got hammered there. I thought it was very funny they used the real name of the place.
That's funny, yeah, man.
We're talking to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Were you ready for the Cosby Show to end? Because for me, that show could have gone on forever.
Well, we were all kind of ready, because it had been 8 years, and I think one of the reasons why the Cosby Show worked so well is because we all genuinely liked each other. Mm-hmm. So we really did have a good time together. But at the end of the 8 years, everyone was kind of ready to move on to the next chapter of their lives.
But did you want that paycheck to go away? Because I bet that was a nice one.
It was a nice one. However, early on, realizing that the show was not going to be around forever, my focus had always been life after Cosby.
Right.
So I had gotten, I had started directing on the show. So by the time we left the show, I had about 6 episodes under my belt. And so I had always been planning for life after Cosby, and knowing that big fat check was not going to come from that source any longer, and I had to find some other sources for some checks to come in.
And I think that's why you broke through and had such good successes. You were doing things like directing, and you kind of had a map, and you were ready to go, and even kind of modified your look a bit when that was over, which was good for you, because it just, bam, you took off.
Yeah, well, the look thing just kind of happened.
The look thing just kind of happened?
Yeah.
It's kind of happened. But I had always been focusing and had always been preparing for what my life was going to be after Cosby. I mean, I'm of the philosophy that, when you got a good thing going, that's the time for you to bust ass. So when the dry spells come, you're not in a panic.
Are you still doing your band, Miles Long?
Yeah, man, we haven't been playing for a while because I'm up here in Vancouver shooting Jeremiah for Showtime. Yeah, man. So we're up here in Vancouver. So I haven't been playing with the band too much because the band's back in L.A.
Right. You play bass in the band?
Yeah, I play electric and upright bass, and also do the spoken word as well.
It's a cool jazz funk thing. You should check it out.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. We actually play. We've been playing LA about last 3.5 years, but we played a bunch of jazz festivals. We played over at the St. Lucia Jazz Festival last spring, where we opened for Luther.
It's a nice gig.
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool.
Boy, that has got to be about that St. Lucia, the island.
Yes.
That has got to be one laid-back fest.
Yes, man. Yes.
I can't believe you can get motivated to get out of bed to go play. If I was on St. Lucia.
Now, what's the difference for you between comedy and drama?
Well, I started out doing drama. Cosby was really my first comedy role. So I tend to lean more toward the dramatic pieces because that's what I feel more comfortable with, and this is a great show because it's a great forum for me to work out my craft, because there are definitely muscles and ranges that you can do on a one-camera dramatic show than you can on a half-hour sitcom.
You keep in touch with any of your old Cosby mates?
Yeah, we all keep in touch.
Yeah, I really miss Tempest Bledsoe's talk show.
Tempest.
I really loved it.
Like I said, you can log on to nickandnight.com.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what is Lisa Bonet doing these days?
Lisa's always working. She's always doing independent films here and there. But she's really been spending her focus on raising her daughter, Zoe.
Yeah, with our friend
Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
Talk about somebody who shed their image quite quickly. I mean, Bonet.
Romeo Blue.
Yeah, I mean, she went balls to the wall, and forget about her from the Cosby Show. That was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, it's kind of after a while you want to be in a position where you can dance to your own drummer, and that's the thing that I've always really loved about Lisa, is that she kind of has her own thing going on, and she doesn't front.
The other girl lives here. What was her name? Is it Keisha? Keisha.
Yeah, Keisha just graduated Spelman.
Yep, she lives here in Atlanta.
Yes, right. In fact, I was just in Atlanta last weekend.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I was at the Universal Circus.
Oh, the Universal Circus. That's the one where Fred Berry, who plays Rerun, I guess he's angry with them because he's in the circus. And you remember Rerun from What's Happening? He's angry with them because they're promoting Come See Rerun, Fred Rerun Berry. And he's like, well, he doesn't want them to be promoting him as Rerun, even though he legally changed his name to Fred Rerun Berry.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Malcolm,
wow.
we know you have to go. Thanks for coming on with us.
You got it, guys.
You're on the best of the morning. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.